Good night, viewers, and welcome to the final edition of the Almost Daily Shush for 2018. I was informed that this week is the final payday before Christmas, so I had to work for free. Tonight, we have some pleasant surprises in store for you. So you can't say we never give you nothing for Christmas. But, as usual, we'll start off with some juicy shush. According to media reports, several Belizeans crossing back from Botes were arrested for illegal entry into Belize over the weekend. Botes, by the way, now only backdoor alley into Mexico. If you don't have a passport, or if you have only 1 or 2 or 300 kind of beers you want to sneak past customs. They even have excursion. Anyway, according to a few of the people arrested, they don't understand how a Belizean could be charged for illegal entry into Belize. So I did some legal research based on the doctrine of common sense and concluded that just like when you sneak out to your ma house and she lock you out, entering back into the house would be illegal entry. So go stay there with granny for a few days. And according to another crew that were also arrested, they did not recognize the need to enter Belize via a legal border because, they say, borders are artificial anyway. The last update we have from the scene is that several other Belizeans present were still explaining to customs that since the goods they had with them were from Mexico, and the fact that the border is artificial means that the contraband is also artificial, and so being charged is rather superficial. We might need the ICJ to take a look at Botes as well. Moving on. It would appear that Chester Williams' super troopers / super cops have once again frightened an aircraft into landing on the wrong side of the border. Last week, they chased a plane into Chetumal, and this week, they forced one to land right before the Sarstoon Island. We understand that the BDF is demanding that the Sarstoon Protocol be finally put in place, and that it includes all aircraft landing on the other side of the Sarstoon. One officer complained that Chester is interfering with their fire extinguishing capabilities. While we have no confirmation, sources have indicated to us that the problem with the recent landing is that the drug traffickers have hired a Belizean to draw flight instructions. We got a copy of one such set of instructions, and it went as follows. When you're the flying at, you want to see a set a mountain. That's not there, because they're too treacherous, and we couldn't find no mountain goat to shut the light today. So you continue flying at, past the mountain, and you come to a waterfall. You can't see it in the dark, but it's pretty bad and it's swimming nice. When you're done past the waterfall, where you can't see, turn right, I mean if you say east, and go on lee ways. If you see the sea, turn back wrong, because you're going too far. When you turn back, keep a sharp eye out for a big tree. You know, got nothing to do with it, but if you fly too low, you want to take off your wing, and that'll make it hard to fly. After about half hour or so, peel your eye for some lights in a straight line. Well, kind of straight, because they have a little shaky hand where we high off to put them out on the road. And make sure they need to low up on the road here. Me no able, because BEL gonna put down some lampposts without tell we. Wow. Very interesting and comprehensive. We have been told that the underworld has since upgraded their staff and have a better air traffic director. Let's take a look.
There's a road go around somebody's yard, then you go like this and go straight out, then you go up, there's another house, and then after you are finished, then you go over, then you go up, there's a mango tree, and go up little more and go on the flat. That's my house.
Now, Vogue. Moving on from drugs and onto other illegal stuff, steps have been taken to address crime. In order to get a handle on the latest crime wave, including missing persons, murdered persons, and robbed businesses, we secured an interview with an undercover police officer. Said officer was deep undercover, almost invisible, behind a much larger officer, but he gave us some crime prevention tips. A. Always make sure you only eat or party at places guarded by big police. Seriously, the bigger the better, because when the shooting starts, you want to be close to somebody you can hide behind. B. In order to avoid becoming a target, try not to wear a lot of bling or look rich. Also, try not to look poor or old or young or skinny and definitely not look fat, because then they might mistake you for police. When you park your car anywhere, make sure nobody's around that looks suspicious. Then, take off all four wheels, take out the windows, take out the radio, and take out anything else that might be stolen from the car and keep it with you at all times. D. If you live in a neighborhood that is prone to gunfire, move. That's almost all neighborhoods in Belize these days. So carefully consider somewhere a little safer, like Afghanistan or Syria, maybe Iraq, or the Saudi embassy in Istanbul. E. If you're considering joining a gang, evaluate the gang for things like health benefits, funeral plans, and so on. Try not to choose a gang that has high turnover, as KHMH suffers from high congestion and may not be able to tend to you in time. Also, make sure you know your blood type and have plenty of relatives ready to help out with donations. And finally, F. If you are considering a gang, look closely at the political parties as an option. We police no bother with them, and they never get sent to jail, so it may be more rewarding. No, I just have to tell you no, not me say that the undercover police say that, so no come after me. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's tonight's official Shush. We're going for a very short commercial break, but we'll be returning with our bexness marathon. So stay tuned. Welcome to tonight's edition of What You Bex About Today. As you heard at the start of the show, this is the final bexness for 2018. We start off tonight's bexness with something really ridiculous, if it's true. So, it's now 11:10 a.m. and I brought my daughter to the Dangriga Polyclinic. And upon arriving at the clinic, we were asked who's coming to see the doctor, and I told them my 6-year-old daughter. Thereafter, I was told the doctor says she know the see no more people for today. I don't know where the kind of this for a place like a polyclinic that's an essential service to people to turn back people who need assistance with their health. Uno tighten the up. My daughter is in pain at the moment and she's getting turned back by people who are out there to help. Kindly excuse all my vulgarity, but this is pure we're into. Ridiculous. I know that government workers start get lazy around 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock if that's Friday and a payday. But this doctor, they lock up shop 11 o'clock in the morning. Imagine what time she has stop work Christmas Eve. Must be 9 o'clock. Seriously though, health facilities should ideally be open 24/7. And if that's not really practical, then maybe at least, like 8 to 5. If you don't a doctor and you get tired from 11 o'clock in the morning, might as well you go work down a suitable government office such as Vital Statistics. You'll fit right in. But until then, just like this mother, the entire Dangria community deserve to be Bex. We have this interesting bexness to report, man. This way of Bex boat, fans submitted this to our Shush hotline. What I Bex boat? This landlord here always quick for collect house rent and always think hard to fix anything in the house. As end of the month, she fly around the house like Jankro. She disgusting bad. I know Christmas they come up and that means a lot of expenses for you, but they also mean a lot of expenses for the landlord. So I can understand why two are no Bex. My only advice is that you pay the lady her money 1 day in advance. In fact, deposit it into her account. So you don't even have to see she and her Jankro self. Win-win. Moving right along now, I have this other Facebook bexness to report on. A Facebook user shared this. At it again. I caught the express out of San Ignacio 4:30 a.m. I paid for Belize City. They drop us off at Belmopan bus terminal and said a replacement will be there. Turns out they didn't send a replacement and driver of the next bus refused to refund us our money. Now we have to catch a next express and pay again. Causing us issues again. Ended up spending $14 to get to Belize City today. Alright, seriously. I wonder how long our bus operators will be allowed for the issue people book out so often. No air circulation, no spongy nice seats, no spare tire, and don't they even want to drop you to the destination where you don't pay for? I truly sorry for this, but people need to start paying in fake money and then maybe give them the real money after they don't drop you off to the destination. All of a sudden they might get an act together. Bus companies all umpteen town. Just in case you never know, when it comes to buses and services, all we feel Bex. Next up, we have this very serious incident to report on. Question, guys. Is it in a law book that says when a police vehicle is parked middle of the street, they talk to some next police, you're not supposed to blow your hand? All right. Well, this don't start off like a trick question. I'm willing to bet the answer that no. Anyways. So, this morning, my boyfriend and I were in our vehicle, with him being the driver, on Picksack Street. So, when we reached a checkpoint, a police vehicle was parked there in the middle of Picksack Street, so we stopped behind it. Anyways, when we noticed the vehicle blocked off too long, my boyfriend blew his horn. So, the smart-ass officer with the sit-down holla, "Uno drive over if you no hurry." Now, bear in mind, the horn never blew as we stopped behind this police vehicle. So, I looked him in the face and said, "Drive over? Uno think people got time for waste? We need to be somewhere." And he said he okay. If we can't wait, make we drive over, and some next simple remark. So I say, "Drive over me. Uno think cause uno work for the government, uno could do what uno want?" So we drive off and the police vehicle, they drive slow for spite. I still could hear the no manners police saying stuff to us. So I say, "I don't give a what he say." The two in the vehicle in front of us stop and jump out like the two killers in the vehicle. The corporal say, "Why you did disrespect the police?" So I say, "Oh, so you know here when he tell me fool? So it okay if he tell me fool and I must keep my mouth closed?" So he only say, "But you behave unruly." So I tell he, "Okay, after this we will park behind the police vehicle and wait till they don't talk, won't ever blow a hand." P.S. Some police disrespectful and want to tell people anything we come to them out. They done me the do full park middle of the street, they talk their own thing, then on top them a holla drive over. Allow me to express my extreme anger in the fact that our police no use body cams, because I would have definitely pay for see that cussing out. Yes, the police were fierce to block off the street, but men, they certainly get one lead tongue lashing. I can understand why they feel threatening at the end. I don't want to ring the Bex buzzer for this one, but ma'am, you definitely deserve to host this show. Please contact us. And now, in my final bexness for the night, I definitely have to share this bexness. So, my daughter got accepted to attend SJC-JC. When we went to the orientation, we were told to go ahead and pay the school fees, and if our children got the government scholarship, we would be reimbursed. A parent said that was not true, but a representative from the school ensured us that we would get our monies back. Well, my daughter got a full scholarship from the government, not only tuition, and now SJC-JC said no money back until she graduates. If she transfers to another institution, no money back. I called the Ministry of Education and they said that it's sad that SJC-JC is doing that to people and they don't agree with that. Maybe it's time to take legal action because I bex bad. It's not even about the money, but the principle. Yeah, that's absolutely unacceptable stupidness. You can't take people money and then tell them when they could get it back. We're not a school or a credit union. This one is really unacceptable. And ma'am, just know that I depend outside. In fact, I did some research and I found an organization that could help you with your money back. Check it out.
If you get long-term payments but you need cash now, call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
All right. I'm kidding, of course. But seriously, SJC-JC, we don't need to do better than that. I've heard other people complain about this, and all of them deserve to be bex. Folks, there we have it. Today's bexness. I'm sure I left you with enough to carry out into the new year, since we will be taking a short break from the TV. Kindly stay tuned for one last commercial break. We will be right back with an exciting edition of Artist Spotlight. Welcome back, viewers. We now have a special holiday edition of the Artist Spotlight. Tonight, I'm joined by one of Belize's youngest master musician and jazz saxophonist, Mr. Richard Pitts. Mr. Richard, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, man. Really appreciate it.
How do you feel today?
Well, I feel jolly.
Yeah. I just want to ask you if you feel the Christmas spirit, but
yes.
I guess that answers my question. Right?
I don't know who don't feel it, but I do feel it.
I hear you. All right. Well, I could jump right into it. So, tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Richard. I've been playing saxophone for the past 15 years. I teach.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, music is my life. Basically, I'm a career musician.
Okay, so you're a real musician. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, so teach it, you know it, you eat, sleep, live it.
Everything.
Thing, right? And even thinking of music. So, when you get, you said 15 years, right? So, when you get into music and how you get into it?
Well, actually, I started ACC. I went to ACC.
Okay.
And they had a music program there, and that was like my first real exposure to it.
What's more important to you in your musical career? Your finger or your lips?
I don't know. I think I need two, eh?
Well, I suggest, right, you get one, you stay the finger there, and then you get like a leaf foot pump, right? Like you pump there. And then you can still play the piano.
Blow and pump.
Yeah, and you can still play the piano, because I mentioned you play the piano. Has anyone fallen in love with you because of your music?
Finger and lips. Very good.
All right.
I'm not the best for no reason, you know.
All right, so tell me what one of your most memorable experiences with your music? Like, you know, playing at a certain venue or just maybe a story. You don't necessarily have to be playing, but there's something surrounding your musical career. You have a fun memory.
My most fun memory with my music is actually teaching, you know.
Okay.
You know, seeing my students producing. Yeah. That's one of the most gratifying things. Okay, you know, they get you trouble and so on, but when you see them actually playing and producing,
Yeah.
that is the most.
So that like results you could sit and hear,
Yes,
so you
you
have
could see and
some
hear.
tangible.
Yeah. However, I'm able to get results from them.
Okay.
That's the road that I take.
Nice.
So if the students have the aptitude to, learn fast and learn the classical stuff and whatever, then I take that road, But if you have these kids that are unable, not have the aptitude, but just want to play, Sometimes I get students that can't read.
Okay.
You can't read music if you can't read.
Yeah. That
Right?
too.
So
So they drive.
you have
So
different.
you find your way around the
Yeah.
obstacles and you'll get your results.
You have different ways to get it.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's my philosophy.
Yeah, I could really appreciate that because at the end of the day, you'll get results.
Yeah, because you have some music teachers who reel up and no, not me.
Yeah.
However I can get you to play, I will get you to play.
Nice. And I mean, you really got a love faith then for you.
Yeah, because I want them to come out like me, Well, I learned the classical way. But
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, I like that. So, tell Belize how they could see you, how they could access your music, how they could get in touch with Mr. Richard Pitts.
Right now, I have a Facebook page, Richard Pitts.
Okay.
And there's these spots that I play on the regular. Like I am going to be out at Kikaka at the Lazy Lizard on Thursdays.
Okay.
So you can come and see me there. There's this place down in Placencia that I play from time to time, Chachis.
Okay.
Right? So anytime soon, like how the season is coming back up, the tourism season,
Okay.
you can catch me there as well.
Alright. You have any page where you have just your music stuff or nothing formal as it?
Honestly, it's really difficult.
Okay.
Right? I don't have anything yet. I am just starting to explore recording.
Okay, nice.
Right? So I'm working on an album for the past 2-3 years.
So we'll say that look out for that still.
Yeah, well, sometime before I die, it will be okay.
Alright,
It will be
well,
out
before
there.
you're dead, you don't think you could play at least one for it then?
Alright, sure.
We'll feel like play today.
Well, I feel jolly, so I
Alright.
try to get everybody into the Christmas mood. I could play some
Alright.
Christmas music,
Alright then, look here, Mr. Richard Pitts then. Viewers, there we have it. The very talented Mr. Richard Pitts. Thank you, Richard.
You make her blush.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's edition of the Almost Daily Shush. And remember that we will be taking a break until the new year. We really and truly are happy to have you tune in tonight and that you continue to enjoy your show. We wish you and the rest of your families a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Feel free to use the Shush hotline if you have any Christmas party or want to invite me and Patrice. Until next time, next year, good night.